Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Kyle Rowe, and I'm here to tell you about the most exciting moment of my entire life. I think the most exciting moment of my entire life was definitely when I took a family vacation out my senior year in high school, and we drove out. We actually drove all the way out to California, but on the way we stopped at the Grand Canyon, and I think the Grand Canyon, not I think, the Grand Canyon was definitely my most exciting point in my entire life because it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. I'm still to this day the coolest thing I'd ever seen because it was so cool. You could look at the Grand Canyon and hold a postcard up when you were there to the Grand Canyon, and it looked exactly like it did in the postcard. It was the prettiest thing I'd ever seen in my entire life, and it was cool to be able to be there with my family. And we got to take my grandma out there, and she's a little bit older, so it was cool to have her out there on a family vacation. And we took my dog out there too, so it was cool to have everyone. It got kind of annoying. It was a 2.5 week trip, so it got kind of annoying everyone being in close quarters because we were on a bus and we drove all the way out to California. So it was definitely I learned a lot from it, but I think what I learned the most was that it's important even when you're annoyed and you feel like this trip's never going to end to appreciate the fun times you had and spending time with your family. Because on the trip, I'm sure there were times where I was annoyed and I was ready to go back home. But looking back on it now, I'm very grateful for that trip that we had to have and the time I got to spend with my family and my grandparents, and of course going out there and being able to see the Grand Canyon. That was awesome. So I definitely learned from that trip, and I wouldn't give it back for anything. But I think that was the most exciting moment in my entire life, and hopefully not forever. Hopefully something tops it eventually. But for now, I'm content with that being the best moment of my life. Thank you guys for listening.